Yeah, so we are about to start. It's so hot. It's so hot here in Nairobi, here in Kenya, and so today we are privileged to be joined in the studio by Albert Nashon. Albert, kindly introduce yourself to the viewer. So I'm adding him to the screen. I would add to stream. Yes, Albert, kindly introduce yourself to the viewer so that they can get to learn more about you.
All right. So good afternoon, everybody who is watching. Okay, just a second. Is that echo from my end?
No, it's not from my end.
Yes, that's what I'm trying
It's
to figure out.
No, it's not from my end. Could you kindly look? Do you have more than one device that is on?
Yes. So,
Yes. Yeah. So that's why there is an echo.
all right. So I've just removed the laptop, so I'll be left with the phone. Now it's better, right?
Yeah, very much
Oh,
better.
all
Yeah.
right. Thank
So
you for that.
yeah. So viewer, we are having Albert on board. He's going to introduce himself, and then we are going to play a short clip of his social entrepreneurship journey. So, Albert, over to you. Kindly introduce yourself to the viewer and tell them what you do. And then now we'll delve further into your work.
All right. Thank you so much, Barry, for this opportunity. I'm more than very grateful. Viewers, my name is Albert Nashon. Very happy to be on this. Literally, I am the founder and patron of the Slum Code Group. This is an organization that was started back in the year 2006 as a self-help group. And so over the years, we have grown and developed into a social enterprise whereby we are looking forward to create easily accessible safe spaces that spur and spark talent for youth from low-income communities. And so currently we are working on what we call the Slum Code Innovations and Creatives Hub, which is going to accept and create opportunities for young people who have barriers to access technology, to access mentorship, to access good opportunities by creating an easily accessible safe space right in the heart of the east side of Nairobi.
All right.
Yes.
Uh, nice to hear from you. I've also shared the link with you on your messenger so that
Mhm.
you can also share with your networks.
Okay.
So while you share with your networks, I'll be playing a video where Albert got interviewed while in his stay in Netherlands, so that at least you can get to learn more about his work. So I'm sharing the video right now. So Albert, you may just go ahead and share the link that I've shared on your messenger.
All right.
Right. So viewer, I'm sharing with you in a few the video link on with regard to Albert Nashon's work. So let me say share link, share screen. Uh-huh. Social entrepreneur, allow. Yeah, so hmm, yeah, so let me play it right now. Awesome presentation, Albert.
Thank you, thank you.
Posho is saying he can't hear the sound.
Oh, the video did have
Posho
sound.
is saying he can't hear the sound. Pardon? Okay.
Right,
let me see.
You can send them the link of the video on the play. Yeah, just send the link of the video directly.
Can play it again. And we haven't have sound. Pardon?
No, I was saying you can simply send the link of the video to the chat. So whoever wants to watch it can pick it up so that we don't have to redo it again.
Okay. So I'm sharing. Okay. So I've shared the link with regards to the presentation by Albert. I've shared it on the chats. Okay, so welcome to the platform, Albert. When did you start your work with the youth?
My journey with the youth starts way back in 2000 and wow, what can I even say? I think since I was born, but officially I realized that I needed to do something better with the young people in the year 2006.
Aha. So I'd like to ask you, continue.
No, I was saying since 2006 is when I officially began now engaging youth for something meaningful. Otherwise, all my life, I was just a youth person doing a lot of things right from mashinani. For the Kenyans who understand, Zilema days the Safo. There is the Safo Safari Rally in April when we were having the Safari Rally. We used to do a lot of things with the young people, but officially 2006.
Okay. So now tell us more about your work with regard to Sustainable Development Goal 8.
Okay. Just like I said, and the reason why we are actually talking about Goal 8, 9, and 11 is because even with my own personality, I realized that having been born in a low-income community, the challenges that I went through were issues of lack of access to mentorship, lack of access to good opportunities, and lack of access to a platform that could basically transform how I think, how I act, the kind of people I relate with, and the social circle that I build. And so I realized that growing and moving forward, that the best gift I could give back to my community was to make sure that kids who are growing do not experience what I did not experience. Ironically speaking, what I went through. And so setting up the Slum Code as an organization has been able to help me to really focus on what used to be Millennium Development Goals and now Sustainable Development Goals, whereby goal number 8 is talking about decent work and economic growth. Obviously, you know that this would be a big challenge. This would be a big challenge for young people growing up in the east side of Nairobi. That you have opportunities that you really have to fight for to get it there. So depending on how you are brought up, if you are not aggressive enough, if you do not have the good contacts and the good personal drive to go out there and work out your vision, then you will just end up going in the vicious cycle, right, mashinani or mtaani. But so for me, I realized that this was something basic that all young people need to learn to have an opportunity to access as they grow up. So as they are brought up, then they experience opportunities and platforms that make a change for them. So that is literally where the Sustainable Development Goals comes in, and more specifically number 8.
Okay. So with regard now to, if we can delve deeper into the Sustainable Development Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. What have you done to enable the youth access decent work and even grow themselves also as individuals?
Oh, amazing. I think, just like I said, yeah, you realize that many young people who grow up in the slums or in the low-income informal settlements, they do not have the pleasure or the luxury of accessing certain resources. And so when you miss out on this, all you can focus on is leave your house, go to school, go to church. Even over the weekend, there is literally nothing creative or recreation facilities that they can go to be able to help transform their mentalities, change their mindsets, expose them to different things. And so, like I said, to me, that was going to be my priority, to look at how then, if we cannot take out everybody from the slums, at least we can bring resources into the slums. And so that was my perspective, because I know ordinarily everybody gets an opportunity and leaves. People become more knowledgeable and they leave. I was like, what about those who cannot leave? What about the masses who stay back here? Kuna watu wa mtaa wale unajua tu hawatatoka mtaani. So how then do we bring resources to this kind of people? And so that is why for me, I knew from day one that my target would be to set up a hub right in the heart of the community where young people could walk into the place right from their house without obstacles of, oh, thin affair, that is a place for certain people, those are things for certain people. And so over the years, we created programs, and one of the best that we ever did since 2006 was what we call the Slum Fest. So we created Slum Fest as a platform that could connect business and entrepreneurs and corporates to young people in the community. So we started Slum Fest 1 in the year 2007, and we did Slumfest every year as an annual thematic event up to 2014. By the time we got to 2014, we had done 2 Slumfests at the Strathmore University. So you can imagine taking young people from a place like Huruma, Mathare, Dandora, Kariobangi, those sort of settlements, and to hosting them at the Strathmore Business School, whereby they could see resources, meet people, interact with the likes of, we had guests like Mugo Kibati, who is currently the telecom CEO. We had guests like Engineer John Tanui, who is currently the CEO of Konza City, interacting with young people, working with different partners. So over all these years, I want to say that Slumfest was our what I would call conduits, that brought a lot of opportunities. And we are so happy that we had also performing artists like Giuliani join us. We had Ekodida starting off his journey at Slumfest. And so a lot of things have happened, whereby up to now, having worked with Mandela Washington Fellows, brought in some young people into Yali, and we are still going on and on and on. So I think that is a very precise introduction as to what we've done in relation to SDG 8. Na tutaendelea tu polepole to the point that now we are on a Violet Mbiti's station. Wow, big stuff, big stuff.
Wow, you're welcome, and congratulations on the wonderful work you are doing with Slum Code, and even the impact that you have created also in the informal settlements. Viewer, like the artists that he has mentioned, who are beneficiaries of Slum Code, are now they're now selling their music here in Kenya, and they have gotten lots of opportunities, even traveling abroad to go and showcase their talent. So through Albert's effort, he has been able to create jobs even for the for youth, even in the informal settlements. So right now, we'd like to go and discuss regarding SDG 9. industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Kindly share with us what your organization is doing with regard to tackling SDG 9.
All right. Again, SDGs are amazing platforms for global campaigns. And SDG 9, talking about industry, innovation, and infrastructure, like I said, right from day one in the year 2006, I had known that my goal as a person or as a visionary would be to mobilize young people who are like-minded to help set up infrastructures in the low-income community that are of a certain model that can be replicated. And so, starting off the Slum Code group, like I said, we have now grown to be able to set up a process whereby we are doing different creative methodologies and campaigns to be able to realize what we call the Sleek Lab. And the Sleek Lab, in short, in a long form, basically is the Slum Code Innovations and Creatives Hub, which is what we are calling the Sleek Lab. So at the Sleek Lab, we have model programs that relate to creative arts, relate to innovation, that go into women and girl child support, that go into media. And so this model is what we are developing one at a time, whereby we are setting up computers and a strong internet. We have a facility for a studio. We have created space where young, talented people can come, interact, whether you are dancing, whether you are poets, whether you are musicians, and all that sort of stuff. The tech guys, because remember, we are now moving into the fourth industrial revolution. So the tech guys also have been working on a platform which we are going to launch soon. Probably I can't talk about it now, but we are looking at how to enhance job opportunities for skilled young people, the kind of people who are very skilled at what they do. They are very talented, but not necessarily educated because, Kenya is a country of papers. We talk about how many certificates do you have, but we have people who are so good yet with no certificates, but they can do something and it's amazing. So those skilled handiwork craftsmen people, we are looking at an innovative technology to be able to support them. And so currently we are based in Tena, and we are on a rooftop building whereby we are setting up this facility. So we've been able to run campaigns like the March to Greatness, which is a creative form of getting the global citizens involved in making the Slum Code vision a reality. So yes, we are thanking God for the little that we are doing to add our voice to this journey.
All right. So, Paul Shaw has a question for you. He's asking any specific examples of job creation
All right. Thank you so much.
with regard to SDG 8.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much again for that question. One thing that I would say in terms of job creation that we've done, like I said, our key role was to say, how do we link young people to the industry? And so I've talked about setting up mentorship programs for which enabled one or two young people to be able to be admitted to the Mandela Washington Fellowship, and so that was in 2016. And the lady is now doing some amazing things out there, because of the
What's her name?
mentorship. Yeah.
What's her name?
Oh, she's called Faith Zainabu.
Faith Zainabu.
Yeah, Faith Moto Zainabu, was a very good volunteer at Slum Code, and that is one of the things that we worked out. And so today we are very proud of what she's doing out there. She started different initiatives. She's supporting young people, Makinani, back in the coastal region. She has been able to study and just do amazing things, just out of that very small aspect of what we do. We've also had a lot of young people who have built up their own initiatives because we really believe in entrepreneurship. We have one young person who is also very successful called Poeta Dennis. Poeta Dennis